to be talking about Ethiopia and Tanzania this morning. I lived in Ethiopia for 2 years, and I'll talk a little bit about Kenya. Traveled to Kenya and Tanzania, climbed to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. So you'll see some pictures of all those things. Last time I talked, I didn't have time to show my things, so I'm going to begin with that. This is the customary costume that an Ethiopian woman wears. They're really big into the, this is actually a cross, an Ethiopian cross. And they like to, it's not weaving, what is it? This embroidery, thank you. And here's a little doll, the same thing. They always cover their heads, their little shawls. Not always, but most of the time. These baskets are also, this one's from Ethiopia. So is that one. This one's from Tanzania. They're very similar in their artwork. This is, Ethiopia has Christians and Muslims. This is Jesus being sacrificed, and I don't know if you can probably see it, but in the background here is, that's their language, Ethiopian language. You know how we have letters in our language? They have what's called syllabaries. And so instead of like T sounding like T for us, they go T, ta, te, to. So they have a vowel sound and a consonant sound together to make their language. This is another cross, Ethiopian cross. Kind of cool looking, aren't they? And this is too. Almost looks like a snowflake. Let's see. Jewelry is from Ethiopia and Tanzania. Another Ethiopian cross. A lot of amber across Africa. And there's different kinds of amber. Anybody know where amber comes from?
It comes from maple trees. It's hardened tree sap.
Yeah, it's tree resin. Exactly. How many of you have seen, oh shoot, what was it? Jurassic Park. You know, when they had that little
you guys gotta see that.
Teeny bug in the amber? This is amber. Okay.
They're like, I know what this is.
More different kinds of amber. There's silver. This is either dyed, oh gosh, I'm losing my mind. What is it from elephants? Ivory or wood, I'm not sure, but I know for sure that this is ivory, and there is some legal ivory. It's just how much you take. That's my only ivory piece. They love beading. This is from Tanzania. Lots of teeny little beads. A lot of their jewelry isn't real expensive, but it's kind of cool looking, I think. Another dark amber. Okay, from the Maasai, this was actually given to me by a Maasai lady. They like the noise. And then these are Maasai bracelets that the young men wear. And again, you see the white beading, and then they like the noise. Okay, that's Maasai live in Tanzania and Kenya. These are from Tanzania. And then again, just some more beading. They love beading. Okay.
Adam Miller, Jonathan Owen, Hunter
This is
Poppy,
also from
Sierra
Tanzania.
Brewer,
There's a
Guy
man who's
Hogan,
a carver, does excellent
Sabrina
job.
Carnes, Colin Carney,
What
Raven
is it?
Evans, Caitlin Brebner,
The Last
Michael
Supper.
Huygens,
Yep. I've got a beautiful nativity scene that I put out every Christmas. How many of you heard the song Ebony and Ivory? Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder? No, not Stevie. This is Ebony, black wood. Is that everything? Oh, the purse. Again, another form of weaving. Okay, and then cool beadwork up the side. All right. I think that's everything. Okay, so we'll start in Ethiopia. I taught in what was called the International Community School. It was 30% Ethiopian and 70% other nationalities in Ethiopia because it is such a poor country. There are a lot of aid organizations, and so if you work for the husband, the man worked for the aid organization, the whole family would come over, and their children would come to our school. But this is, oops,
So
do we have to do this first?
Yep.
Okay.
If you want to override,
No, that's all
so
right. Is that?
then you just change the H to Y.
That's all right. We'll just, you want to do that for me, Natalie? Yeah. So we'll start in Tanzania instead. This was I went to Tanzania twice. Once when I was living in Ethiopia, we also went to Tanzania, and then I was able to go back in 2005 or 6, I don't remember, with a construction, we were building churches, okay? So, just in case you don't remember, here's Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia. You just go to next. Oh, not that. Yeah, go to the slideshow. It's the third one. One more. There you go. Next. Down there. Yep. Okay, next. I landed in, I can't remember if it was Arusha or Moshi, but this is also where Mount Kilimanjaro is. Part of Mount Kilimanjaro is in Tanzania, the other part's in Kenya. So I landed there, then actually we flew to Dar es Salaam, and then I went overland to Morogoro. Okay. As I said, I was there to build churches, and the pastor, who actually lives in Waverly now, he had spent 40 years of his life in Tanzania, and he still goes back every year. His nice joke was, okay, do you want to take 218A or 218B? And all it was bush. I mean, there was no road, no tracks, no anything. And so there we'd go, and this is what we ran across when we tried to go one way. And we're like, oh, that's not going to work. Use at your own risk, obviously. This is the first place that we went. They had already started. They build these wooden frames, and then they pour the cement into them to make the posts for the church. And the cement isn't like the nice cement that we have. It's really big chunks of rock and stuff. These ladies were already preparing to make us lunch. So we took the frames off. These were other gentlemen that were there in my group, and we're starting to get ready to do some more. And we had to, they had dug around them, so we had to fill that back in. There I am filling it in. Go back, can you go back? You notice what I'm wearing, okay? They really are sticklers for keeping your lower half covered, not so much sticklers for keeping your upper half covered, but of course I did. But the locals not necessarily.